This is a video from eSkillZone. For more videos, notes, and certificate, please visit www.eskillzone.com.
Application security includes all tasks that introduce a secure software development lifecycle to development teams. Its final goal is to improve security practices and, through that, to find, fix, and preferably prevent security issues within applications. It encompasses the whole application lifecycle from requirements analysis, design, implementation, verification, as well as maintenance. Approaches. Different approaches will find different subsets of the security vulnerabilities lurking in an application and are most effective at different times in the software lifecycle. They each represent different trade-offs of time, effort, cost, and vulnerabilities found. Design review. Before code is written, the application's architecture and design can be reviewed for security problems. A common technique in this phase is the creation of a threat model. White box security review or code review. This is a security engineer deeply understanding the application through manually reviewing the source code and noticing security flaws. Through comprehension of the application, vulnerabilities unique to the application can be found. Black box security audit. This is only through the use of an application testing it for security vulnerabilities, no source code required. Automated tooling. Many security tools can be automated through inclusion into the development or testing environment. Examples of those are automated DAST/SAST tools that are integrated into code editor or CI/CD platforms. Coordinated vulnerability platforms. These are hacker-powered application security solutions offered by many websites and software developers by which individuals can receive recognition and compensation for reporting bugs. Web application security. Web application security is a branch of information security that deals specifically with security of websites, web applications, and web services. At a high level, web application security draws on the principles of application security, but applies them specifically to Internet and web systems. Web application security tools are specialized tools for working with HTTP traffic, e.g., web application firewalls. Security threats. The Open Web Application Security Project, WASP, provides free and open resources. It is led by a nonprofit called the OWASP Foundation. The OWASP Top 10 to 2017 is the published result of recent research based on comprehensive data compiled from over 40 part organizations. From this data, approximately 2.3 million vulnerabilities were discovered across over 50,000 applications. According to the WASP Top 10 to 2017, the 10 most critical web application security risks include injection, broken authentication, sensitive data exposure, XML external entities, XXE, broken access control, security misconfiguration, cross-site scripting, XSS, insecurity serialization, using components with known vulnerabilities, insufficient logging and monitoring, Tooling for security testing. Security testing techniques scour for vulnerabilities or security holes in applications. These vulnerabilities leave applications open to exploitation. Ideally, security testing is implemented throughout the entire software development lifecycle so that vulnerabilities may be addressed in a timely and thorough manner. There are many kinds of automated tools for identifying vulnerabilities in applications. Common tool categories used for identifying application vulnerabilities include static application security testing, SAST, analyzes source code for security vulnerabilities during an application's development. Compared to DAST, SAST can be utilized even before the application is in an executable state. As SAST has access to the full source code, it is a white box approach. This can yield more detailed results, but can result in many false positives that need to be manually verified. Dynamic application security testing, DAST, often called vulnerability scanners, automatically detects vulnerabilities by crawling and analyzing websites. This method is highly scalable, easily integrated, and quick. DAST tools are well suited for dealing with low-level attacks such as injection flaws, but are not well suited to detect high-level flaws, e.g., logic or business logic flaws. Fuzzing tools are commonly used for input testing. Interactive application security testing assesses applications from within using software instrumentation. This combines the strengths of both SAST and DAST methods, as well as providing access to code, HTTP traffic, library information, backend connections, and configuration information. Some DAST products require the application to be attacked, while others can be used during normal quality assurance testing. Runtime application self-protection augment existing applications to provide intrusion detection and prevention from within an application runtime. Dependency scanners, also called software composition analysis, try to detect usage of software components with known vulnerabilities. These tools can either work on demand, e.g., during the source code build process, or periodically. Abstraction is the idea of making more complex things less complex. Security standards and regulations. CERT Secure Coding. ISO/IEC 27034-1:2011 Information Technology, Security Techniques, Application Security Part 1, Overview and Concepts. ISO/IEC TR 24772:2013 Information Technology, Programming Languages, Guidance to Avoiding Vulnerabilities in Programming Languages through Language Selection and Use. Types of application security. Different types of application security features include authentication, authorization, encryption, logging, and application security testing. Developers can also code applications to reduce security vulnerabilities. Authentication. When software developers build procedures into an application to ensure that only authorized users gain access to it. Authentication procedures ensure that a user is who they say they are. This can be accomplished by requiring the user to provide a username and password when logging into an application. Multi-factor authentication requires more than one form of authentication. The factors might include something you know, a password, something you have, a mobile device, and something you are, a thumbprint or facial recognition. Authorization. After a user has been authenticated, the user may be authorized to access and use the application. The system can validate that a user has permission to access the application by comparing the user's identity with a list of authorized users. Authentication must happen before authorization so that the application matches only validated user credentials to the authorized user list. Encryption. After a user has been authenticated and is using the application, other security measures can protect sensitive data from being seen or even used by a cybercriminal. In cloud-based applications, where traffic containing sensitive data travels between the end user and the cloud, that traffic can be encrypted to keep the data safe. Logging. If there is a security breach in an application, logging can help identify who got access to the data and how. Application log files provide a time-stamped record of which aspects of the application were accessed and by whom. Application security testing. A necessary process to ensure that all of these security controls work properly. Application security in the cloud. Application security in the cloud poses some extra challenges because cloud environments provide shared resources. Special care must be taken to ensure that users only have access to the data they are authorized to view in their cloud-based applications. Mobile application security. Mobile devices also transmit and receive information across the internet as opposed to a private network, making them vulnerable to attack. Enterprises can use virtual private networks, VPNs, to add a layer of mobile application security for employees who will log into applications remotely. IT departments may also decide to vet mobile apps and make sure they conform to company security policies before allowing employees to use them on mobile devices that connect to the corporate network. Web application security. Web application security applies to web applications, apps, or services that users access through a browser interface over the internet. Because web applications live on remote servers, not locally on user machines, information must be transmitted to and from the user over the internet. Web application security is of special concern to businesses that host web applications or provide web services. These businesses often choose to protect their network from intrusion with a web application firewall. A web application firewall works by inspecting and, if necessary, blocking data packets that are considered harmful. What are application security controls? Application security controls are techniques to enhance the security of an application at the coding level, making it less vulnerable to threats. Many of these controls deal with how the application responds to unexpected inputs that a cybercriminal might use to exploit a weakness. A programmer can write code for an application in such a way that the programmer has more control over the outcome of these unexpected inputs. Fuzzing is a type of application security testing where developers test the results of unexpected values or inputs to discover which ones cause the application to act in an unexpected way that might open a security hole.
This is a video from eSkillZone. For more videos, notes, and certificate, please visit www.eskillzone.com.